thought we really played well in the second and third periods tonight. I thought we played okay in the first. They were taking it to us the second half of the first period. But we came out and really up the ante a little bit in the second period. Looked pretty sharp with the puck, played hard without it. And, I like the way everybody. I like our grit. And I liked our poise with the puck. I didn't think we were very poised in the first period. I thought we were throwing the puck around and jumpy a little bit in the first period. After that, and we got to go right off the bat in the third period to make it difficult for Merrimack. We're still a 2-1 game. I mean, a 2-0 game. And they would have. Once you get up 3-0, it's in the third. It will be more difficult. I'm sure we'll play a little bit differently maybe tomorrow night. All in all, it was a really good effort for us, but it doesn't mean anything. Nothing has changed for Merrimack. The exact same thing as they came into the game at 7 o'clock tonight. It'll be the exact same thing tomorrow. They still got to beat EU 2 games. We have an advantage that we only have to beat them 1, but nothing has changed for them, and they're capable of beating anybody in this league. So I believe that we played well tonight, and I do believe we're going to even play better tomorrow night, because I think Merrimack will really come back at us pretty hard.
There was some debate earlier in the week as to the real reason for stepping down this year. And there was a sign up tonight, Pope Parker the 40th. So is it really a career change that was possibly in the works this week?
I'm not a good enough Catholic.
So, Coach, what do you think it is about Merrimack that's allowed you guys to match up so well against them throughout this year?
I don't know. We have played well against them. I was really concerned about tonight because I thought that if you took our top 5 games that we played all this year in our first 35, I would say 3 of them were against Merrimack. So we know we can beat them when we give them a real good game. I was concerned that we could continue to give them a real good game. That's how we gave them a good game tonight. I think that more than anything else is we played really well against them. Like I said, they're a very, very capable team. They're a team that was in first place mid-season, high in the polls in January. So they're a really solid team. We'll have everything we can. They won't give us a better game tomorrow night. I know that, so we better be ready for it.
Mark pointed to their lack of penetration close to the net, especially the second period, not getting really close at all. Were you impressed with your defense and the ability to keep them from really testing Sean?
Yeah, I think that we had one of the reasons why was that we had the puck in their end a lot. And, we did a good job not giving them big jumps, 2-on-1s and 3. We had a couple of 2-on-1s, they didn't. So we did a good job on that. But we did defend pretty well in grade A. I think that was an aberration that there was such a big hole in the middle. I don't think that happens very often. They usually get the puck in the net. So we played pretty well there, I guess.
What did you think of McGuire's play tonight?
I thought he played real well. He had some big saves in the first period, and he had made a couple of fabulous saves. He made one of the Beagles from dead center on the power play. Beagles just ripped it. And I don't think he even saw it to the very end, and then he made a great save. I think the score was 1-0 at that time. He made a couple other big saves, and we got lucky they hit a pipe on a nice play too. So. But I think that's his second shutout in a row. So pretty good for him.
Has he stepped it up since O'Connor went down?
I think he stepped it up since he knew he was the guy. He didn't know he was the guy. The second time he had to play, the very first time he had to play back-to-back, he didn't know O'Connor wasn't playing until that afternoon. So once he knew that he was going to play back-to-back, he played very well against Vermont the first night, though. I just think that now that he knows it's there, he's probably more mentally prepared to play the second game.
Your defense has been pretty short-handed without Noonan, and it goes down there at the end of the second period. How scared are you that he's done for some significant time?
As my twin brother Bob always says, I was scared. I thought that I thought it was an ankle. Can't afford to lose him anyway. It was nice to see him get up when he walked off. I thought it was going to be okay. We'll see what happens when he takes the skate off. We're really thin now.
Your performance as a team at home over the last several years has been a little disappointing, but now 17-1-2 against Merrimack in this building. Is it just something about the matchup here? Because it seems like years ago Merrimack used to give you a lot of fits from Walter Brown, but had a really good tear against this team over the last several years here.
Yeah, I think that we've played a lot of hard games against Merrimack, and we've played well against them. We've got a pretty good record at their rink, where they have got great home ice advantage. So, but I think that's a streak she get on sometimes. I think we've been good at home the last month here. You know, we've won 5 out of the last 6, and 4 of those have been home games. We've been playing much better now.
It's a good night for Nieto. You kind of need him to step up in the playoffs. Is he the kind of guy that you expect a little more from?
He already has. I mean, he's been on fire for the last month. That line is the best, the highest scoring line in college hockey, I think, in the last 2 months. Rodriguez playing great. Rodriguez is playing great. Diego, it's just the puck keeps jumping in there. He was really struggling mid-season as far as getting on the scoreboard and putting points up, and now he's got 17 goals. He's got more than he had last year. What our team was scoring last year.
And of course, the other top left wing, Wade Megan had 10 shots tonight. It seemed like he was winning every battle through time. Is that just him stepping up playoff time?
He had 4 shots in the first period at home. Right? He got some good chances. He went to the net. He carried the puck to the net. He got a few shots in the power play. You know, we had 8 power plays. We're going to get shots. You know. So.
And what do you think of seeing Santana finally get a goal after all the work he's done on special teams for you guys lately?
I think it's terrific. You know, he's a senior. He's getting a lot of ice time. He's been a 4th liner for us. He's still a 4th liner for us, but he also now gives every penalty and plays every power play. So nobody deserves it more than he does because he works so hard, and he's a great example of keep working. You never know what's going to happen.
How important these next 2 weeks for your senior class and their legacy of being?
I think the next game is important for them. I think they'd like to get to the Garden. I don't think we'll talk about the next 2 weeks or what do we get to the NCAAs. I think it's just one step at a time, and they feel the same way. They would like to. Nobody wants to lose their last game, and everybody loses their last game except the national champion. So no matter when it happens, it's a tough pill to swallow. And it seems like now what do we do? You know, the season's always like a guillotine. You know, so I think everybody's trying to postpone the guillotine. I know I am.